Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. I am your host, Tim Berkala, and I am joined today by one Caleb Coho. Caleb, how are you today?
I am doing fantastic. It's always a lovely day when we get to hang out and do another Summer Series Round 1 match. It's going to be a good one.
Yes, today we have a couple of players who I'm very fond of because they are in the best faction, I think, ever made. The best faction. We have Jake Maringoni today, who's the 11 seed, going up against Lucas Schildbach, the 22 seed. Both of these players coming off of wins earlier in the season, I believe. Lucas knocking out Jay Burns, and Jake played someone, I don't remember who it was.
Jake Maringoni beat one Jimothy Green.
That is correct. That is what it was. So both players coming off of really impressive matches. One's a knockout, and one is just like it all around, like pretty close to a perfect game. Like Jake plays great every time he's here. People like always talk about him as the Warzone guy, and yet he shows up and takes people to sudden death and geek stuff like me and other. He's always great in this stuff. Coho, what do you think about the match?
Absolutely. Can't forget Lucas Schildbach is a former Fandom Teams champion. So his performances every time. Are we really shocked that he has knocked out a certain person twice now? Getting the second version of that match, repeat, good for him. And Jake is one of those players that got really unlucky as a product of Season 1 matchups and how they played off. And then at the end of last year, all the way through this year, has just been like, oh yeah, remember, I was really good. Let me be good again. So these two guys, I think it's going to be a really good game and a really close match. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, let's go find out right now how these guys are feeling in the promos.
Yeah, let's do this. Hey Jake, we're here.
Hi,
we're playing a match. I don't know why our faction always has to play each other. This feels like a really consistent thing. Maybe it's because we're too good for everyone, so that they don't have any other good players to make us play, so they make us, cannibalize ourselves. I'm
not going to suggest there's a conspiracy going on, but I'm also going to suggest that there's a conspiracy going on. We've never played in singles, which is exciting. We played in teams, though, famously against the usual suspects way back in 2018, which was a fun match, a match I constantly go back to watching. Sarge, final answer. Thanks, Rizzy. But I don't know. I feel either way we win, because this is more about fun and more about just hanging out. And fuck you, Jim Green. I'm going to get that trend. I'm going to get that started. He ditched this guy. I think this is going to be great.
Yeah, I think absolutely. This is always fun when you get to play somebody that, like, there's no animosity. We're going to play a match. We might challenge a question. No one will act like a small child. We're just going to play a match, have a good time, and then one of us goes on to the second round, and the other one gets to go watch a bunch of weird-ass art movies. So, Either way we win.
All right, Coho. One promo today. They seemed just in love. Absolutely in love. What'd you think of the promo?
I'm really shocked Jake and Lucas haven't been a team in any form yet, because they just have that like chemistry that they could be a team. I felt like I was watching a team's promo for a Phantom Teams match that we are not playing. So I think this is going to be a fun singles match. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it right now with round number 1. Here's how it's going to work. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question. You both have 3 repeats and a challenge for the match. Any questions?
Can we beat these nerds?
We can for sure beat these nerds.
All right. Well, let's get into it with question number 1, which is what, Coho?
Your question is going to come in the category of DC. Which DC film features a talk show called Live with Murray Franklin?
If you had to have a show, what would it be called?
I had a show, and I stopped doing
5,
that show.
4.
It was called Co-Oscars.
2, 1. Pens
bad.
down. Let's start with Jake.
When you're bringing me out, can you call me Kangaroo Jake? There you go.
And Lucas.
I mean, be clearly called Hair Dyes of the Month. It's Joker.
This is true. Hair dye of the month. It'd be
All
called
right.
Live with Ramona Flowers.
Both correct as we get into the next question, which is in Star Wars. In Return of the Jedi, Leia kills Jabba using what?
I'd love to bring back After Show, like low-key. Bring
So
a
here's the
version
thing,
of that back.
Every time we try, we do it. We're all so busy all the time.
This is true.
That's the problem. 5, 4. It was fun when we had nothing else to do. 2, 1. Pens down, but we do too much. Lucas.
I said her slave chain.
And Jake.
I just said chain.
Those are both acceptable. I don't know if I love the term slave chain, but we can accept it.
It is a correct statement.
She's a slave, and that's it.
I know.
Your third question comes to the category of Fandom Oscars. Which DreamWorks film was only nominated for Best Original Song?
What is your favorite song of all time?
Chasing Cars, Snow Patrol.
All right, not a bad pick. I know that song.
I love that song.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jake will go to you.
Prince of Egypt.
And Lucas.
Trolls?
Trolls is correct.
I must have forgot something.
All right.
Didn't Prince of Egypt get nominated for movie too? For
it was score, I believe.
Oh, score.
That's one thing.
All right. The next question is in Star Trek. Will Decker is demoted from what rank at the beginning of Star Trek The Motion Picture?
You know what Caleb Boatman's favorite song of all time is?
Cause you're his cheeseburger.
It should be. That is objectively the greatest piece of art ever written. But it's you only get what you give.
5,
New Radicals.
4. You stayed at the sun until sunrise. Pens down. Lucas.
Commander?
And Jake.
I said captain.
Captain is correct.
Tie game.
No perfect rounds here today.
Let's go to the fifth question, which is in the category of the Wizarding World. Which Deathly Hallow is Voldemort seeking in the Deathly Hallows Part 1?
Cheeseburger, please don't get angry.
I have a trivia question for you about that song.
Go.
What restaurant does he wake up and see a special for in the morning?
Oh. Well, he sees a special for bacon and eggs for half price.
Which is at what restaurant?
Is it Denny's?
Denny's, baby. You're
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
Wand.
Lucas.
Elder Wand.
We needed the Elder
Did you say
Wand.
specific? Or
Which Deathly Hallow?
Okay. Oh yeah, that's fine.
So unfortunately, we can only give that to Lucas. So he takes the 1 point lead as we go into the next one, which is in horror icons. In Halloween 2018, Michael takes what specific kind of vehicle to Laurie's house for the final confrontation?
Everyone at home, most of the people at home are going to be watching this round one. I'm going, what the fuck are they talking about?
It was one of my favorite moments during
Can you
quarantine.
repeat the question?
Yeah, Lucas using his first repeat. In Halloween 2018, Michael takes what specific kind of vehicle to Laurie's house for the final confrontation?
Okay.
People who don't know what it is need to go back to the 90s and get educated on some talking veggies.
That might have been the early 2000s. That one.
Madame Blueberry was 1999, so the year I was born, Madame Blueberry came out.
2.
Are we co-hosting on a VeggieTales random match?
Basically.
All right, let's go to Lucas
Police car?
and Jake.
Police car.
Both are correct.
Both correct. Your seventh question comes to the category of Pixar. Who voices sadness in Inside Out?
AKA me.
Mood. I rewatched this recently, and every time I saw her on screen, I was like, ah!
Oh, it's like looking in a mirror.
It's like looking in a fucking mirror.
4,
Especially
3,
with the hair.
2, 1. Pens down. Jake, we'll start with you.
I forgot her name. Office lady.
Phyllis Smith.
That's
Phyllis Smith is correct. All right, guys. Your next question is in Middle Earth. What type of creature is Tariel in the Middle Earth series? I don't know if you know this, but I like these movies.
I thought you hated them, to be honest, for some reason. I had
them.
a weird. Just you don't radiate Middle Earth fandom.
I strongly dislike one of them. 5.
I strongly dislike all of them except for like 1.
2, 1.
That's
Pens
a terrible
down.
thing.
Let's go to Lucas
Elf.
and Jake.
Directed by John Favreau. Elf.
That is correct.
Correct. Your penultimate question comes to the category of James Bond. Which Bond film features a man watching a funeral parade only to be killed and put in the casket carried by the parade members?
You know what my least favorite thing ever is? When Nick Tuig says, "Hey, I want to test you on a round 1," and I say, "Great," and then I get a perfect round, and then know in my heart of hearts when I actually play, I will not get a perfect round.
It's always like 8 or 9s.
4,
I'm there with you.
3,
I hate it.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake
Up to 9.
and Lucas.
Live and Let Die?
Live and Let Die is correct.
That movie is like that movie's a giant funeral.
It's pretty ass, yeah.
All right, guys, your final question in round 1 is in Disney animation. In Zootopia, what is the name of the sloth that Nick takes Judy to see at the DMV? Favorite Disney animated movie? Go.
Lion King.
It's my number 3.
Sorry. You know what your number 5 is? A movie that I absolutely fucking hate.
5, 4, 3. I think that one's my 2.
Frozen
2, 1. Pens down. I think that one's my 6. I mean, let's go to Lucas.
Harold
And Jake.
Flash
Is correct.
Flash, 100-yard dash.
Isn't it ironic, don't you think?
Jake cuts into that lead a little bit. It is 8-6 at the end of round 1. Is that what you have, Coho?
Absolutely correct. That's what I have.
All right, so 8-6 in favor of Lucas as we get into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. We are going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep whatever they spin the second time. You can go to multiple choice, but it will devalue the question to being worth 1. I just want to say, I'm going to take
you nailed it.
I just want to say one thing before we keep going. To the audience at home, Cody has not been here, but before we went live, I said, "Oh, we've waited for him for 10 minutes. That's fine. He'll probably show up right as I'm explaining the rules for round 2." And what do you know? He pops.
He just rolled up.
So, Coho, go ahead and give the list of categories.
That is spooky how accurate that was. All right, your category is on the
It's like my friend knows me or something.
Right. Marvel, DreamWorks Animation, Wizarding World, Middle Earth, MCU, Planet of the Apes, Fandom Quotes, DC, and of course, Spinners and Opponent's Choice.
So, Lucas, you're in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Jake?
I will defer.
And Cody, will you be helping either of these players for the remainder?
I'll be helping both.
Okay, sounds good.
It's a big,
Right,
we're a big fun family.
I forgot this was fucking happening.
They did.
So did I.
They did one promo together, so it was beautiful.
Cool. I was
DC.
who's spinning?
Jake.
That was Jake's first.
Okay. What's the score?
8-6 in Lucas's favor.
Oh, okay. Good job, Lucas. Good job, Jake. You've been
I'm also here.
DC, very broad. So there's stuff that will float in your wheelhouse and probably float out. I would probably spin again, but
I like it, but I like a lot more other categories.
I think we're waiting for a a person that swings on webs. So we're gonna spin it.
All right.
So this is what this is what you're stuck with, and it lands on.
Well, fuck it. We're gonna TBC.
I'm okay with that.
Graveyard. Here we go.
Okay, so Coho, go ahead and give Jake his questions in DC.
All righty, Mr. Marangoni, your questions in the category of DC. Your first question. Which DC film features a lead character who leaves a rose with his targets after he has killed them?
5, 4, 3.
I'll do multiple.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Road to Perdition, B, Steel, C, V for Vendetta, or D, Constantine.
Five.
V for Vendetta.
That is correct for 1 point.
Just a quick reminder, Lucas used 1 repeat. Jake did not use any, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, thank you.
All right, your second question in DC. What instrument does Lenny Luthor play in Superman 4, The Quest for Peace?
I'll go multiple on this one.
Your multiple choice options are A, drums, B, guitar, C, bass, D, piano.
Piano.
That is incorrect. Lucas, the chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, drums, B, guitar, C, bass, D, piano.
Bass?
That is also incorrect. We were looking for drums.
Drums.
All right. Your third question, Jake, in DC. What Star Wars sequel actor plays Gabriel, the hitman who works for the 3 main women in the kitchen?
Donald Gleason.
That is correct for 2 points.
And the lead.
And the lead. Your fourth question, penultimate, if you will. What part of his body does Tom Stahl injure during the fight at his diner in A History of Violence?
His hand.
That is incorrect. Lucas, the chance for the 2 point steal.
Damn it.
Okay. I don't remember this, but because he's so mad about it, I'm gonna guess wrist.
That is also incorrect. We were looking
Foot,
for
right?
foot.
I made a terrible mistake.
And Jake, your last question in DC. How does Max Schreck try to kill Selena Kyle at the beginning of Batman Returns?
He pushes her out of a window.
That is correct for 2 points.
Oh, they made a stupid ass mistake. They made a Don Rizzi mistake there.
All right, so
We teach human anatomy on Saturdays, Jake. Please attend. You walk on your hands? No. You walk on your
All right,
Okay,
so Lucas, this is your spin.
Oh,
Let's do it.
told him to stop walking on his hands months ago.
So quotes.
Oh. We're gonna spin that again, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Let's redo that one.
All right, you're
For
stuck with
Tim's
whatever you land on, and
sanity
you
of
land
multiple
on DreamWorks Animation.
Okay.
That's the cartoons, Lucas, so take it slow.
All right.
okay. Lucas, I will give you your questions in DreamWorks Animation. Are you ready?
I am.
In which DreamWorks film does the main villain have a fortune teller that continuously predicts his own defeat?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Shrek Forever After, B, Kung Fu Panda 2, C, Penguins of Madagascar, D, Captain Underpants, the first epic movie.
B.
That is correct for 1 point. Your second question. What actress has a role in both The Prince of Egypt and Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Catherine Zeta-Jones, B, Sandra Bullock, C, Helen Mirren, or D, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Helen Mirren.
That is incorrect. Jake, chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Catherine Zeta-Jones, B, Sandra Bullock, C, Helen Mirren, D, Michelle Pfeiffer.
D, Michelle Pfeiffer.
That is correct for a 1 point steal. All right, Lucas, your third question. What object allows the Boss Baby and Tim to virtually go to Babyco in The Boss Baby?
Oh, fuck. Multiple choice.
A rattle, B, a pacifier, C, a baby bottle, D, a teddy bear.
Rattle.
That is incorrect. Jake, chance for a 1-point steal. The options again are A, rattle, B, pacifier, C, baby bottle, D, teddy bear.
I'm gonna say the teddy bear.
That is also incorrect. We are looking for the pacifier.
Awful film.
Not good.
Very bad.
All right. Lucas, your next question. In Chicken Run, what do the hens want Rocky to teach them to do?
Fly.
That is correct for 2 points.
Big 2 points.
All right. And your final question in DreamWorks Animation. What was inside the Gorg's rock that was stolen by the leader of the Boov in Home?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, gems, B, his family, C, a map to his home planet, or D, chocolate.
D.
That is incorrect. Jake, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, gems, B, his family, C, a map to his home planet, or D, chocolate.
B, his family.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. So at the end of round number 2, I have Jake in the lead with 13 to Lucas's 11.
That is what I have.
All right, so it's a 2-point game in the other direction now. Going into round number 3, it is the betting round. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to say a category. You guys are going to have to decide whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If you get the question right, you will gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Any questions? Okay, Cody, I don't know how you're going to do this, but the first category that you guys can bet points on is the MCU.
I think you can both bet if you would like to bet, and don't doubt my skills. I am manager of the year 2 times running. So
This is true. You're very good.
watch this both end in sudden. Watch this end in sudden death.
Technically a 3-time running.
The first year no one ran. It's like running unopposed.
Sure.
But I'll still take it. Yeah, so good job.
All right, let's get bets starting with Jake
I bet 1.
and Lucas.
I also bet 1.
All right, your question is, who directed both MCU Spider-Man movies? This is that web slinger that Cody was talking about earlier.
I believe so. Not the exact iteration, but yes, he does indeed flip it out sometimes.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Did not mean it that way.
Pens, how could you mean it any other way?
It's like one Spider-Verse. You flip it out.
Jake
John Watts.
and Lucas
John Watts.
both are correct for 1 point. Sweet mercy, what's the next category, Go?
Next category is the fucking Wizarding World.
What the fuck? Hey, this is a ground makeup for you, Lucas, and Jake. By the way, you're both in my faction. We don't bet 1. What the fuck are you both doing? Okay. So bet some points, Lucas, for sure. You can play it safe, Jake, or you can bet something. So, hi Tim, you're looking lovely tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much,
Bye.
sir. So are you. All right, let's get bets starting with Lucas
2.
and Jake.
So it's like 1.
All right. What's the question?
Your question, the category of the Wizarding World. The cat, Mrs. Norris, saw the basilisk's reflection in what, causing her to be petrified in the Chamber of Secrets?
I believe you were once quoted as saying this was the worst Wizarding World movie, which is just asinine.
It's the worst Harry Potter movie.
Also disagree.
Are you a Half-Blood Prince hater?
I love the Half-Blood Prince. 4. That's my favorite. 3.
That's also a bizarre take. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
Pens down. Yeah, that one is my favorite. Let's start with Lucas
Water.
and Jake.
It's a reflection of water.
Yeah, we can take both of those. So Jake will get 1 point, bringing his total up to 15. Lucas goes up to 14.
Yep. It's only
All
one
right.
point games get to the third question.
That is in the category of fandom quotes.
What's the score again?
Jake up 1 point, 15-14.
Again, it can bounce in your wheelhouse, it cannot. So you guys, if you're gonna bet smart, but you got to make up some ground at some point, Lucas. And Jake, you just keep plugging ahead. Oh, you don't look so as lovely tonight as Tim.
I mean, I agree with that.
All right, let's get bets starting with Jake
0.
and Lucas.
1.
All right, here's the question. Name one of the 2 characters who said the quote, "It's just the job, no hard feelings," in Mission Impossible Fallout. This movie slaps.
Slaps super hard.
Yeah, big fan of this one.
Love this one. Very close
5,
between this and
4,
the one before it for which one I
3,
like most.
2, 1. Pens down, same. Let's go to Jake
I said John LaRoche.
and Lucas.
I got nothing. Completely blank on character names.
All right, the answer we would have accepted would have been Walker or Benji. So Lucas loses 1 point. It's back to a 2-point game, 13-15, as we get into what category, Coho?
Your penultimate question of the round is in the category of DC.
If you want to tie it here, either you'll be down to the next question, either if you don't take a swing. So might as well swing, Lucas, and see.
Swing all the way here. Swing all the way.
The best shot you got, or I mean, the next category could be Disney animation. So who knows?
Yeah, good point. Might as well go down swinging.
If you're going to lose in question 4, you might as well lose in question 5.
Yeah,
Where's
basically.
Tuig? I miss Tuig.
He's
delivering pizza.
pies.
Oh,
He works for a living. I don't.
is not a really good replacement, but that's fine. Okay, fine.
I built. Whatever.
All right.
I get best.
You got a Tim?
No, I just had a.
You want a glass of water or something?
Jake, we'll go to you for bets.
I'm going to take a risk and go 0.
All right, and Lucas.
I'm also going to take a risk and go 2.
All right, what's the
Calculator
question?
risks, different results. Your question in the category DC. Which DC title character has the real name of John Henry Irons?
If you could be a superhero, what would your superhero name be?
Flaming Top. I have no idea. My hair is so bright, it might as well be a torch.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Jake, who bet 0.
Lucas, let's go to sudden death. I said Steel.
And Lucas.
Steel.
That is correct. All right, we are tied 15 all as we get into the final category, which is Disney live action.
I was close. And what did I say? So that's a possibility. So I'm really good at this. Dude, this could go.
Can I suggest? I trust you, Lucas.
Okay.
You want to bet 0?
We can bet 0.
I'm going to bet 0. I swear to God, because
I would suggest you both bet 0s because this could be the Mighty Ducks or this could be John Carter. So
yeah,
look,
don't know what you were up to.
You can barely say it because this market sucks.
I'm so glad I get to edit more.
Tim, listen. Do you want to bet 0 or do you want to go to sudden death?
We're both betting.
Yes, you're right.
I'm so glad I get to throw up that sudden death flag, but have to ask this question anyway right now. Okay, here's the question in Disney live action. Which Disney live action musical features Portobello Road, Naboombu Island, and the Book of Astaroth?
Disney.
Fuck.
Portobello.
Well, it sounds like it's a good thing these people bet 0.
What the hell is this
I mean,
thing?
you barely have to bet 0.
This is the most casual fandom match I've been in a long time.
I'm into
kind of
it.
I'm vibing with it.
My favorite part was when Cody showed up exactly
What you said
I
he did.
Brilliant.
for.
And then said exactly what you said he would say.
Ben's down. Let's go to Jake.
I literally have no idea if this is a musical or not. I just said Swiss Family Robinson.
And Lucas.
It's not a musical because I have seen it. I wrote Into the Woods, which it's definitely not Into the Woods, but that was a musical I could think of.
The answer is Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. We are going. We are to sudden death. Here's how it works.
And I've seen that too.
Back to round one status. The first person to miss a question while the other person hits will be the winner. Any questions, gentlemen?
I do have a question. Repeats. Is it still the same amount that we
Yes,
both have?
Jake, you have all three, and Lucas, you have two.
Yep.
Okay, your first question in the category of sudden death. What does Darth Vader use to physically block Han's blasts before force pulling away his blaster on Bespin in The Empire Strikes Back? I like this movie.
Let's give it.
We're recording this on the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, hey. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Lucas, we'll start with you.
His hand?
And Jake.
His hand?
Both are correct.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that, and then I was like, is it his lightsaber? Am I forgetting a scene with a lightsaber? And I spent 5 minutes waiting for Jake to say his lightsaber and beat me.
All right, your next question in sudden death. Besides a night in the pit, what else is Thomas's punishment for running into the maze to save Albie and Minho in The Maze Runner? To date, my favorite answer in a fandom match is doing just singing. Albie!
And Albie.
Repeat the question.
It's Jake's first repeat, and I'm going to stumble through it again. Besides a night in the pit, what else is Thomas's punishment for running into the maze to save Albie and Minho in The Maze Runner?
And Albie, your crying shoulder.
Two can sing way better than both of us.
This is accurate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jake, we'll start with you.
I don't know if I remember this right. He's made a runner?
And Lucas.
I said he's branded.
Both are incorrect. We are looking for he gets no food.
No food.
No food for Tommy. All right, guys, your next question. Name one of the two people who voices Pain and Panic in 1997's Hercules.
Great film.
It is a movie that I've seen. No, it's pretty good. The third act I'm not a big fan of, but the first two acts are spot on.
I love it.
It's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we are to Lucas.
Bobcat Goldthwait?
And Jake.
Harvey Fierstein?
And your winner, Lucas Schildbach. The two acceptable answers were Matt Frewer and Bobcat Goldthwait. So Lucas winning in sudden death. What a match, Coho.
That is an absolute photo finish if I've ever seen one. Both we said up top, this is going to be a really close, very good game, and it went to sudden death, and it delivered exactly on what we said it went up top. Close game, fun time.
Absolutely. So let's bring them back in along with their manager, Cody. You guys, like Coho said, it was a very close game the whole time. Lucas was up 2 out of 1, then Jake was up 2, and then the betting back and forth. But it paid off in sudden death for Lucas. Bobcat Goldthwait coming in clutch for you, Lucas. How are you guys feeling about the match? Lucas, we'll start with you.
I was kind of stunned, to be honest. I didn't think I was going to catch up. It was kind of those things where, I got lucky with a steal question. That's a question that in theory is a lot harder than it actually is. But if you've ever heard that person's name, you just kind of know it. Yeah, I feel good. Obviously, round 2, DreamWorks is not necessarily my favorite area of fandom, and you can tell by the fact that I'm kind of trying to figure out what the correct answer that the question writers would put here as a multiple choice option. Yeah, it was a weird match. I did not expect to win it. I legitimately almost wrote lightsaber on the first question, so it almost didn't get here.
Yeah. And Jake, how are you feeling about the match?
Oh man, I love Lucas. I think he's amazing. He's an immaculate specimen of a human being. I am a little bit kicking myself because there's a couple of questions that I should have gotten. And if I got them, then I would have won. I think definitely the big one is the steel one. If I just bet a point in DC, I think the situation would have been different, the outcome. I mean, I just didn't know Pain and Panic, to be honest. So that was a good pull by Lucas. This is why he won the match. Yeah, I'm just getting messages from Jim, and he's asking me to be his partner in On Tour. So that's going to date this match when it gets released. But I'm currently looking for a partner. Anyone knows anyone? I'm here. Yeah, I'm happy with how I went. I just made a mental mistake on the history of Ireland. For some reason, I knew it was something. I remember the scene, and then I just thought hand at first, and then when I went in, when I said it, I was like, "Fuck, it's his foot." Yeah, getting back to 3 and 4 kind of sucks. Like negative record. Hopefully, I get something after the tournament. But I'm just happy. This was fun. This is like the least disappointing I've been in a loss, like especially against Lucas. I had fun. Sudden death was great.
I know. I generally feel bad about winning on the last question because I think of the two of us, like if you look at the actual questions, you probably got more questions right than I did. I just bet 2 on steel and you didn't bet anything. And it's one of those situations where like sometimes random betting is the small margins.
I think what it boils down to is I showed up to this match and things changed. I am clearly the manager of the year. I said this was going to sudden death. It went to sudden death. So cast your ballots now. I can see the future. But basically, I don't know if I'm not here if Lucas bets 2 on DC at that point. Like, I made the point to him. I was like, hey, you bet here, you'll either lose here or you'll lose next round.
I was thinking 1 and then go for broke on the final question. And if we play that strategy, I get 1 point.
I don't know what that means. I don't know the answer to that musical question again in Disney live action, but that sounded like hell. So I'm really glad you at least bet. I feel bad because I think Jake's a really good Fandom player. It just sucks that he had to, but he can still focus on the team's tournament with Antonio. I think they still have a real strong shot in that. But yeah, they are both. It was just. I mean, this is just a fun match just because it's against each other. So win lose. The real loss is Jake missing anatomy class, and second, if you team up with Jim even in Ontal, I will kill you myself.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, guys, Lucas, congrats on the win. Jake, we'll see. I'm sorry. Yes.
Who get to play?
Sorry, no, absolutely. I can spread a little bit of that. Yes, Jake. I'm sorry, Lucas. You will be playing as soon as I find it in here. You will be playing. I think the other match has already been released.
Is it out?
I think so. So we could just say it. You will be playing the winner of RJ and Mike Shea.
Okay, so we're gonna play RJ. Maybe. I hope so. I don't even know who won that match. But yeah, we're gonna beat RJ.
If you are playing RJ, that will be a rematch from season 2. Any words to potentially either of them that you might be playing?
I hate playing RJ. I've said this numerous times. Like, he'll sit there and be like, I've never seen a Bond movie before. Oh, Live and Let Die, correct for 2 points. Or I've seen one Planet of the Apes movie. It's the one question they ask about in round 3. I believe the guy's full of shit, if I'm being honest with you. I think he just lies halfway through and just, like, randomly pulls stuff. I just hope there's a lot of director and composer questions, and he gets frustrated and has to draw Lloyd the Moose 14 times. So, hopefully Lucas can win that match because that's what I'm looking forward to.
I mean, the good news is that I know from previous matches with him, he doesn't know how to pronounce names, and I will challenge if you can't pronounce things correctly. So get ready, buddy. Do those Googles. Make sure you can pronounce those names.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us this evening. Coho, any final thoughts?
I really hope it is RJ because I'd love to see Lucas RJ too if it does happen. But that was a good match. And I think that's going to be another one that we chalk up as being one of the better ones that comes out of this tournament. So great round 1 match.
Absolutely. So that's going to do it for everybody here tonight. Cody, Lucas, Jake, Coho, and myself. Thank you guys for watching. We will be back very soon with more tournament matches, so be on the lookout for those. Until next time, We'll see you guys.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.